a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Another throw for Fields. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's caught. Warren. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
From the 34. This finds Austin complete. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Jets football. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Easy. Hey, Ken. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Right.
Fields throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Easy. What's right? Here we go, son. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Up. Don't jump. Ready? Set.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
7 Pirates.
Back now, pressure on its way. Wilson's got it. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Second down.
All right.
Fields to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will take over possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Airing it out to start this drive. Taking a deep shot here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw now. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. New set of downs for him at the 38.
60 Eagles. 6.
Play action on 1st down. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They are throwing it again. Warren's got it, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
27-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing it again here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd and 10 now. Caught by Washington, left side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Go!
Pass play coming here. Throw complete to Warren. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers start the second half with some needed points. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game. Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
It's dead. Here we go. Right.
Coming right is home. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, 10. Here we go, son. Up. Hey, 10. Go.
Now Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Hey, 10.
1st down throw for Fields. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cole Holcomb has it.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
79 Broncos.
Throwing now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Fields on first down. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here we go. Go. Go, go. All right.
2nd and 6 now. That's complete to Wilson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night.
With the score just 35.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Play action, Fields. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making a 3-score game in the 4th. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completes a DK Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That throw by the rookie out of Ohio State, good for a chunk of yards and a first down.
Let's go.
Now looking to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They're now set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll throw it again. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Jets on their way to their 3rd win of the year. First and 10 now from the 30.
Press. Bunch right. Here we go.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Good night.
Hall will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Let's go Alpha right here. Here we go, son.
They'll run with Hall. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. That's no way to end a game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. So it's a road win for the Jets. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to